Everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Do you like cruise ships? Would you like to work on a cruise ship and travel the world, be paid to be on one of these beautiful ships? Well, I've got a deal for you. I'm going to tell you, if you're between, say, 21 and 40, and you're not tied down, maybe you're not married, no kids, just got out of school, out of college, this might be for you. The folks at Starboard Cruise Services are looking for employees to work in their high-end duty-free stores on board different cruise ships. They have contracts with 90 different cruise ships around the world. They employ 1,500 people now on board these ships, and they're based in Miami with 300 employees on land. This company, Starboard Cruise Services, they're a subsidiary of Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy brand. This is a Paris-based corporation. They have over 50 brands that they run and manage. They own Sephora. They own Dom Perignon Champagne, Hennessy, Dior, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacobs Leather and Beauty, Tag Heuer watches, Givenchy perfume, Christian Dior. It goes on and on and on. The cruise lines that they work with would be Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, Celebrity, Crystal, Silver Sea, Holland America, Dream Cruises, Costa, just to give you a little sampling of who they are talking about, who they're working with. What they're looking for is assistant sales managers and sales managers with a bit of experience, preferably, to manage some of their on-store or on-brand stores. We're talking Tiffany, we're talking Chanel brands, Dolce & Gabbana, see all of them here. What they're offering is, of course, free room and board on board the cruise ship. You're looking at a 6-month contract, probably 6 months on, 1 month off, 6 months on. And then you'll earn a salary plus bonuses on top of that. How much money can you make? It all depends on the job position you've got and what your sales numbers are. But it's not uncommon for folks working on board these cruise ships to generate anywhere from $25,000 to $100,000 a year, depending on their position. Of course, your accommodations will be small, cruise size. You'll be able to go downstairs and below where the crew have their meals. That's where you'll have your meal. You'll hang out with the crew, of course. You'll make friends. You'll have your co-workers on board these ships. You might be on one ship for a 6-month contract and then another ship on a 6-month contract. It's not uncommon where staff can request transfers from different brands or different lines or different ships so that the itinerary changes up. Rather than having just Caribbean cruises only, you might have Mediterranean cruises, you might have Asian cruises, you might want Alaskan cruises. Of course, there'll be the parties on board the ship with the other staff. There's always somebody having a birthday and somebody ending their contract, and lots of fun on board. It's for the young of heart, I would say, but if you want to see the world, this is your chance where you can get a job where you'll put in the hours, but you'll also get time off to go on shore. You'll have a day trip here, a day trip there, and you might travel off the ship with some co-workers of yours and take a train ride from the port near Rome to the Colosseum, hang out for 3, 4, 5 hours in Rome, and then back to the ship you go, and take a bunch of photos of yourself and share with your friends and family back home. Not uncommon for people who work on board cruise ships to, of course, let all their relatives know what ship they're on, what the itineraries are. And the next thing you know, friends and relatives start booking cabins on board these ships that you're working on. And sometimes mom and dad come on board for a cruise and they get to spend a little bit of time with you during your work week. And after hours, maybe you'll get a day off and head here to St. Thomas and take the cable car with your parents. Look back at the ship that you're working on. Who knows? Their possibilities are absolutely endless. And of course, if you're single, you never know. You might find that significant other that you've been looking for all your life that just happens to share the same kind of passions that you share in traveling, career objectives. Who knows? It can happen. You can never tell. Hawaii is available, Fiji, of course, Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, the Philippines, Japan, travel to China, you name it, Africa, the Middle East, everywhere you can go. It's just a question of do you like the ship life and do you enjoy the career? Once you've finished your career on board a cruise ship, if you've managed to reach a management level of an onboard store, You might be hired by the same company to work on land in Miami, or you can go to virtually any city in the world and you can probably get a job managing a jewelry store, high end. You'll get a job working for Tiffany's or any of these outfits if you have one in your hometown. Go to your local hometown shopping mall, and the jewelry stores and the fashion shops will be lined up to hire you with your experience and, of course, the stories you've got to tell. Anyway, there you go. There's a job for the young at heart. If you're between 21 and 40, you can consider getting a job with a company called Starboard Cruise Services. Just look them up on Google and click their homepage. You'll find there are jobs available all the time. There's always turnover. You never know. This might be the job for you. Thanks for joining me today on this dream scenario. It always gets one thinking. I'm too old to do it, but if I were younger, I'd consider something like this. Join me Monday nights live, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We talk cruise ships every Monday. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, subscribe to my channel today. Hit that bell notification icon. You will get an alert every time I upload a new video. And thanks for joining me. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying bye for now.